Are you still hoping that one day you just get lucky and maybe Donald Trump will just call you and then send $2,000 to you and then your breakthrough comes? Well, it can happen, but it may never happen in 1,000 lifetimes. Yeah, you may never get that lucky. Okay. You see, one of the things, the limiting factor of the people in my time is the fact that they want to be everybody except them. They want to be everybody except themselves. I discovered that luck is something that can be developed. Luck is something that can be created. You can create a luck. You can create a luck. And I'm not kidding when I say this. By God's grace, I work in some of these experiences. Okay. Now, how do I mean your luck can be created? It's an intentional and deliberate act, right, of choosing the outcome of your life. Okay. The first step to creating luck, and maybe in this video, this is just the one I'm going to talk about. Creating luck, it's something vast that it takes a while to talk about and really get you to understand. One of the first steps, the first step to creating your luck is by intentionally building on your strengths. Intentionally building on your strengths. The issue with most of us is that we want to be everybody else except us. We want to be, as a preacher, you want to be Apostle Michael Rockworth. Meanwhile, you don't have the insight to the mysteries as he does. You want to be Pastor Kumuyi. Meanwhile, you're not operating from where he's operating from. You want to be Pastor Chris. You want to be everybody. Now, I'm not saying it's bad to have mentors. All right? I have mentors. I'm mentored by many people. Okay? So, I'm not talking about being a mentee. I'm talking about wanting to be somebody else outside you. Okay? That's why we've been unable to create the outcomes of our life to the very best. When you focus on your strengths and you begin to groom your life and grow your life in that line, it is very easy for people to notice you, and anybody that wants to work with you, that should work with you, it's very easy for them to identify you, spot you out, and begin to, have things to do with you. But the more you're trying to be somebody else, the more people see that you're insufficient, because no matter how you try, no matter how hard, you can never be them. So one thing you should do from now on is, first and foremost, have a time where you sit down and meditate. Kindly think about your life and ask yourself, what are the things that I have strengths on? Sometimes the things we call disadvantages are not disadvantages at all. Yes, they are just things that make our lives unique. At an early age, because of the series of experiences of my life, I was almost mute. Not because I was disabled, but I was laughed at many times and many things happened. So I usually was quiet. Not because I didn't have things to say, but I was quiet. And coupled with the fact that I was introverted, it was difficult to get me to speak or even speak out loud. So while in school, in my second primary school, one of the things that happened to me, very remarkable, was three things actually. The first was the fact that I was taught consonant and vowel letters and the sounds, A, E, I, O, U, then the consonant letters, and I was taught the sounds. That was what helped me begin my ability to spell and read. That was how I started. And then getting to, I think, primary 4, my teacher, English teacher of course, taught me letter writing. But the most outstanding was composition. And I remember he said I should make a composition about myself. And for a long time, I finally saw the opportunity for me to write an exam that I will not fail. Because I was writing about myself. So I knew myself more than anybody could. And I knew that this one I'm not going to fail. That's how it started. So after then, even though I couldn't talk on many occasions to even the people close to me, I would write letters. Like I write letters to my father, write letters to, people around. Letters to my uncle, just relatives. That was how I was able to talk. And that simple thing did not stop until today. I write books, I write articles, I write poems, I'm a writer. Do you understand? When the series of activities were happening, let me call it the series of misfortunes were happening, it looked like it was the worst thing that ever happened to me. But along the line, I found a way to convert it to something that actually will bless me and bless other people. Man, I love writing. Yeah, I love expressing myself the way I feel. So it's all part of it. Stop trying to be somebody else. Start becoming you. By so doing, you are creating the luck. That's how it all starts. When time and chance happen to you, you'll be prepared, because all the while you are doing all it takes to become you. So stop trying to be somebody else and start becoming you. I hope this helped.